let's get into it. We're just gonna jump straight into Resonite. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the goblins tomorrow. Gobbling these nuts. Oh! Here we go. If I get it right on the back of my head, then it doesn't really rest on my face at all. It's nice. Okay. Hello, everyone. I can tell if I like have it wrong. My head just shaped weird or something. I think I want this higher. That's as tight as it goes. Okay. All right. We're back. I think that I want to look at two things. First is the session here. It does immediately set this to private. Is that something that I can change? How do I permanently change this? Guess we'll find out. But what I'm thinking is that I need to make, let's go to the other map. My worlds. It's interesting because I remember deleting this. What is laggy? Very laggy. All right, so what I want to do is turn off scaling, turn on no clip. It wasn't so fast. Should be able to change that though. Okay. And I wish I could drag my position around the world. That would be much handier. Okay. So Please. Right here. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. So this here, the floor. If I swap to this one, and move the whole structure. I don't want that. Just want these ones. Okay, then let's try bringing in those assets again. Hello, Sky. Hello, hello. Oh, what? Make them so huge. Huge. Oh, they're all separate now. Gotcha. Is it easy to import the modules? I feel like I'm still kind of figuring that out a little. Why are they huge? Why is it based off my scaling? Regular. It should be meters. Import scale to you, maybe? That is a silly feature. That's a silly, silly feature. These are too small. Huge menu as well right now. I'm guessing it's all scaled to your current size. Can I come in and try importing some? Sure. I have to import it with my scaling disabled. So these are still the wrong size. Yeah. Oh. Confused. Why are they not coming in right? Still not the right size. Guess millimeters then? No. If I import the blend files lots of blocks, will that be too much or it's fine? I would just do a smaller section to start with. So I think once you start playing around with them and combining them, you'll get a better feel for how you want it. I think I saw them for a split second and they were so small. How did I initially get the sizing correct on that? Yes. Wondering where this went. Sorry, my sound wasn't working. I didn't get to hear you. I would recommend starting with just a small batch of assets like this. No need to bring them all in because I have a feeling once you start using them, you'll see how you may want to change things. With this. Meters should be correct. Why are they so small? Why are they so small? These are the right size. Game. Can't just keep clicking the same button, expecting it to do something different. I export these initially? There's some folder they've been exported to. No, I definitely imported the blend file directly. How did these get sized correctly? I feel like I didn't do anything special last time, and now they're just not working. I've tried auto scale, that doesn't work. Auto humanoid doesn't work. Meters, no, 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 no. Should be meters. Very obviously, it should be meters. Don't want it scalable. There's nothing else here I can select to change the scale. So I think I just have to go back into Blender and re-export it. Yeah, that's a bummer. I don't know why. Or if just um, okay. Come on, Blender. Oh wow, that is way faster. Wow, GLB is super fast. Still wrong, but that was really, really fast. These just do not want to be size correct. What the fuck? And if we look here, everything's meters, 0.762 meters, so this is all working just fine. None of these have scaling issues. They're not parented to anything. And if I go to inventory, there is a measurement tool, meter tool. What's this one? .49 meters. 1.50. I mean, that's wrong. That's wrong. Okay, so something's wrong on the Blender side of things. I know you all can't see quite what I'm doing right now. All right, turns out I had sized things incorrectly. Go back to Blender really quick. So one 5 feet 2 meters 1.524. So these are actually wrong here. These are half the size. Everything is half the size. So I'm just going to do 0.2s2. So now 1.52, 1.524 actually, is 5 feet. So this is 5 feet by 5 feet. What I was messing around with before is not 5 feet by 5 feet. This is 10 feet by 10 feet. Okay, so now let's save that, go back to Resonite. And if I drop in another chunk of files, and we do 3D model, regular meters, run import, it still doesn't seem like it's the right size. It should be twice as big as that or something. This is definitely not 5 feet wide. So let's go back to Blender. I think I just brought in the wrong asset there. Rename this really quick. GLTF, or let's say exports. I don't know, maybe uploads is the better name. Yeah, let's put in uploads. Okay, back to here, up, Uploads. 3D model. Regular meters. Run. Okay. That looks correct. Fucking finally. Holy shit. Okay, so now we'll go over here. And we'll hop back in VR. Sorry, just thinking right now. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, so now we have, and going to hit it with this. And everything's off center. My hope is to be able to, first let's make a new empty. Let's scale to 1. And we'll call this house. Then we'll take this guy. Go up. Take all of these, drop them here. Okay. Now I have them looking good. And rotation is 0, so everything's if there's a way to quickly, oh, it doesn't matter. It's, everything's going to snap. So my rotation is good. Should be fine. And gotcha. Can't move them now. Good. Now I can set them one at a time. Then if I go back to inspector, here on the top object, I can attach a snap grid. And the snap grid, we're going to first turn on. slider on and off with just snap grid. Then I should be able to move these pieces around. It will snap, but I need them to snap to this grid, which every 5 feet is 1.524 meters. Now, make sure. It's just this little box here. Yeah, actually, I'll set this to position. Then this can get deleted. These can be brought up. Then the grid be made bigger. Say bound size 50. That's too much. 10 by 10. 20. I'd like to stop. Oh, hey, there's Scott. Hello, welcome. Oh, wow, why are there 2 grids? What? Box mesh. For some reason, it says you're offline. Okay, gotcha. Box collider, snap grid. So I'd like to no longer visualize this. I stop visualizing. Remember last time when I turned it off, it actually did turn off. Why no longer this time? Maybe I need to drive this here as well. We turn the snap. Turn off the mesh render. Okay, there we go. Now I can turn it on, I can visualize it. Once I visualize it, I need to hop to a different object. Then I can change whether I'm seeing it or not. And I don't mind seeing it right now. What I want to do instead is just this for now. I take an R. Near texture, bar texture, normal map, bar color, near color, near color. Not this up. Whatever. So there's some objects floating in the floor. Here. And then we can we should snap the rotation as well. And I really wish I had a different way of moving around. The medium, in medium you can move around just by grabbing with one hand. I really like that. I wish that was possible. Okay. So move stuff around, and then in the snap, it doesn't do anything for rotation. So I think for all of these, I would just like to go to the rotation, reset to default. Because they're kind of annoying to work. Okay, I think I will want to make a system like what Jack had, because that was just so useful instead of moving these pieces around like this. Just want to be able to grab them really easily. Or at least not have them rotate this. So is that possible? Just to change how it rotates. Maybe it's a grabbable option. Destroy, reparent, blah, blah. So grabbing them will rotate them, which is not what I'd like. I would prefer them not to rotate at all. Is that a setting on what? Presumed user space. Oh, I just feel like I'm always starting from 0 here. This is what I want to be able to do. Something like that. To actually snap them together really easily. Like Legos. Goal is Legos. And I know it's doable. I know it's doable. In fact, what I could do is we already have this snap grid. Why not? Oh, what I'd love for it to do is to find the objects that are colliding with it, and when those objects are released, have them snap or round their snapping instead. Let's go. Those guys over here. Nice. Hey, look at this. Very cool stuff. Oh, hey. Very cool. Love the little archways and stuff. Oh, it snapped back. It doesn't snap. Interesting. No, you have to set up a system for it. There is a snap grid that I've turned on here. So if I visualize it, things in this square here, their position will snap, but their position should snap. Enabled. Size on box collider on house. Anyway, this is what I was using last time, and it should be snapping. It seems like it is though. Funny. Okay, why is that? Um, Whale balls. Whales, bells. That's funny because I have a grid over here. Man, where did that go? Rotation also. Yes, it needs to. So basically, how the other guy had it set up was anything in a cube, it would sense if it's in there and then round it. Anything that was released in that cube would be round. Or any child object. Is what I do. Let's see. Towers. And so these little pieces I've got here, these are 5 feet by 5 feet. These little pieces. Got it. Gotcha. Inside. Cool. So I think I need to make, I'd rather have a really nice snap-made system right now. So that's what I'm going to work on. Because that's nice. I like that. Let's make a new object here, which we'll call flux. Oh, dude, I'm going to get lost in making this again. It's got to be simpler. There's the grabbable center character mesh, power meter, labeler, snapping protocols. Now that's not it. Hello, Nitro. Snapgrid only works if you move stuff with the transform gizmo. Gotcha. Interesting. Well, hello, Nitro. Welcome. Hello, hello. That makes more sense. But I don't think that's how I'd want to work. So we're going to restart that. And I'm going to reset the scale. Go back to walk run. Fly. And what we're going to do make a new object. And in here, add a physics colliders box collider. Okay, so we got our little grid, and we'll call this construction. Wow. Construction. Useless. Why? construction box. And we'll make a little child object in here. And here, component. Actually, I'll just make a new. Is everything so close? I don't want it to appear right next to my face. Hello. The grid go away at some point. That would be so cool. That could happen. Hey, holy shit! I feel so claustrophobic. Do you want the menu 2 feet from your face when it appears? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm done editing. Be gone. Deselect. No. Select the box to get rid of the green. I can only select the green. Does not want to select the box. Usually don't have that much trouble here. Thank you. There. Hello, Nammers. Welcome. Wow. It's frustrating. Okay, so here we have a light. I'm going to set it to trigger. Okay. Hello. You're covering me in shadow. You got time now? What do you do to get in? You have to download Resonite and then you can add me. You have to be careful not to hit the green orbs. You need to hit the white part. Yeah, I don't think that's... There's no way for me not to because it automatically snaps. Here, watch. I'll make a new one. All right, I guess I have to snap it, then scale it. Then I would like to open the inspector, take you go in here. Bam. Delete that. And then now we have the box in here. Not really worried about the scale, I suppose. Reset the rotation. And put it in 0. In the middle of this box. Okay. Now make a lower one. Flux. And then here. nodes. I believe there's some events for on let go, on grabbable grabbed, on grabbable released. That's one of them that we'll need. So on grabbable released, we do have to specify the grab. So maybe, but when I grab something, it gets removed from the box. So I think if there's an event for when it's added to the box, that would be better. It's probably in transform. I guess not. Hello, events. That eventually. Just setting things. Actually, I don't have to leave it a mystery. We can go to files. No, sorry. Inventory. Public. Jax. He has logic stats. What was that called? Like, so this doesn't work until this is brought in too. And then once this is brought in, they snap. And they resize too. Cool. Slot children events. Ooh, that's a good one. That's probably exactly what I need. Thank you, Nitro. Slot children. That children's a slot. Slot children. What are they? Slot children. Duplicate, destroy children. Get active user. Child, parents, index of child. Is child. Maybe it's the grabbable. release of is grabbable, grabbed, receivable. We look at the component reparent on release. It's just an event. How do I do that again? Right at the bottom of the slot category. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. On child added. That's what we're. Yes. It's going to be looking for this. So when a child is added to this hierarchy, perfect. That's working fine. When the child is added, we want to get the child. We want to get the transform information. We want to get that transform. That's a global position. We want. Actually, no, I think we will. Keep it global. Yes, for now. So then we would want to evaluate these. Scale we won't touch. It'll just be rotation and position. So we take the position. This is where math is hard. There's like a step function, step math function, whatever that's. Google that. None of that. Cool. I don't know enough about it to do that. So let me switch over to my desktop. And what we'll do is use chat. So I have a vector3 value that I want to round to the nearest value of 1.524. Just round to the nearest target value. What math function is usually used for this operation? My hair. The round of vector3 value, blah, 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 math.f.round. Oh, this is Unity. So I probably should just be looking at Resonite for a round function. Round, 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 round. Oh, hey. Yes. It's good. That's what we want to do with ours. Get it to round. Get it to round. Approximately? Let's be a little more general and be system agnostic. Generally, what function is used. Okay, there's got to be a round in here. Yes. Oh, okay, I was just in the wrong spot. Okay. Round a float 3 math floor slash math round are pretty general. Ooh, floor. I think that's what I was using at one point. Floor to int floor. Floor float 3. Not sure what to do with that. Okay. Least common multiple. There's a lot of operations in here, though. Interpolation. We can slurp and lerp. Lurpy slurpy. Those will take you to the nearest whole numbers, I think. Yeah, so I think what I would need to do is take the current value, in meters, divide it by, turn it into feet, or yeah, wouldn't should do I don't I take the current value, I divide it by the value I'm looking for, then I round it, and then I multiply it by that same value again. Pretty sure. Or I have to normalize it, right? I have to normalize it somehow. I think that's the word. Remap? See. Okay. So I think what I do is, where's divide? It's so confusing to have math and operators separately. Like, wouldn't you put those together? Wouldn't math and operators be in like the same folder? Anyway. Doesn't matter. I can select any of these and just drop in the position. So I can divide that by 1.524. And then we round. Whoa. Whoa, what the fuck? A flying city in here. And then multiply. This by this. And then we set the position. I have a feeling this is not right, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, set global transform. And we get our instance. We drop it right there, and we say, your position is this. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Set sail for fail at least 2 times, otherwise he didn't do it right anyway. And so when a child object is slotted in, it does this. Does all this stuff. Okay. Moment of truth, y'all. I think it worked. It still set the scale incorrectly. My brain is too small to understand any of this. I'm just guessing. I'm just like scrabbling at the edges of my knowledge. Like, things, if I do things like this, things happen. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Stop it. Okay, I need to go back in VR. But I think that's right. It's not rotating. Yeah, it should. It should be able to rotate, but just 90 degrees. All right, let's take this guy here. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, hey. I want my assets. So yeah, we'll just take this. Boom. Open inspector. I can always drag it out again, but I'd rather duplicate it. And then take this and drop it over here. Now when I move it, do I have my grabbable setter in here? Yes. Click. Oh man. All right, fuck it. Come on. Why do things keep disappearing on me? What? Is that exception when decoding file? Error. 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 Oh, again, exception when decoding file. Well, fuck you too. We'll back up and go to Blender and just drag in the blend file. I don't see an exception that time. Good. Okay, and then we can... I can't believe how often I open that menu. It'll take me years to get used to the hotkeys. R, inspector, drag this into here, and it seems like it worked right off the bat. Oh, and then also set that. Now I should be able to grab it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My brain is just so big. It's just so big. Now let's test if I can rotate it. So that should be doable. Or actually, it doesn't even affect... never mind. It still sets the rotation. Right, because it's setting it. It is setting the rotation. But it needs to actually be taking that information from here. So we want... Please. Why? This to there. Okay. So now when we move it, we can maintain the rotation, and then we'll have to round that as well. And we could probably use just the same exact method, but using 90 instead. So that means I probably want to just pull this out into a dynamic impulse, so I can just give it some values, give it the... we'll be manual. We'll be very manual for right now, but in the future, that's probably what you want to do. But okay, I'm gonna hop back in because I think we got it. I think we got it. That was actually a little simpler than I thought it was going to be. Thank goodness. Just remind me to save it, otherwise I'll be super sad. Okay, we're going back in. I always forget to hit this. I wonder if there's a button for me to press on the controller to do that. I have to get up and do it again. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our rotation, our global rotation, and yeah, we're just going to mess with the rotation right now. This, these, because there's just so much shit in here. Really should get one of the snapper things set up, but guess what? I'm lazy. So our position stuff we're going to leave way up here. Uh-oh, someone leave. Oh, my headset. My headset low. I got a battery sound. And I was like, uh-oh. Dying. I'm dying. Okay. So, blah, blah, blah. we just want to duplicate this step right here. And for this one, we want to use 90 for all of these values. So this goes in here, and then I think for the rotation, what we'll need is some way to convert that into Euler angles. Euler angle? Oh, Euler? What? Local position rotation. Global rotation. That, because I'm setting all of them there. Conversion. Float cube. Okay, so there are definitely quaternion values in here somewhere. I believe I was in math a second. So operators. Vectors. Where would I was fruits? Where would I put the quaternions? Okay. This is what I want. So Euler angles. Yes. So we take this, we drop it in Euler angles, and then just like before, we multiply. Actually, I need to swap these because this needs to go on top. This needs to go on bottom. So we take our rotation, divide it by 90, then we round. And then multiply it back. I have no idea if this is the right way to do it, but it seems to work. So. And then we need to convert it back. Double Q float. And 2-axis angle, maybe. It's gonna be in here, right? Axis angle from Euler. That's bam. Place space. Okay. Good. And then we just keep the scale the same. Holy shit. And that means I should be able to rotate it on its side too. Good stuff. Okay, this is cool. The slot children event, also very interesting. And as long as I parent it in the flux, we should be good. I'm going to tell this to order offset be -1. -1. Okay, good. That way it'll always be at the very top. Cool. And now I can do this anywhere too. As long as it's in this category, that's fine. Oh, so messy. Cool. Very satisfying. Now I do want to see if I can rotate it. So let's do this. Cool. So everything will always be 5 feet apart, and I can rotate it too. Very cool. Ooh, look at all these little sets that are getting made. This guy's kicking butt over here. It's just like a mini city. Cool. All right. Close. Excuse me. So, how do I abandoned city? Some ruins. I like it. This is at 0, 0. That. And yeah, I think we'll just pack this up right now and save it before I get too crazy. I'm actually going to delete everything else out of this. It's really hard to understand. Resonate? Yeah, there is a lot to it. There is a lot to it. But the tools that I'm building will make it a lot easier for everyone else to build stuff. So my goal is to spend my time making it easier for everyone else to use the tools. Because like this here, the snapping thing that I'm doing, like that's going to make it so much easier. Just drag one object on it, and then everything in there now can be snapped. And we can just get to setting things up and playing and stuff. So it'll take time though. It'll take time. I don't expect to really get to like finish until it's going to be a few months, I think, till we're really, really in the swing of things. But once we are, it's going to feel magical. Oh, Nammers is asking how you type in there. How are you typing? I'm gonna make a world, Sam. This is. Then we see this 1 hour Sam knee deep in virtual noodles. Pretty much. Whoa. I'm not up to speed on typing there, but for VR users, there is mute helper and Resonate sentence. Mute helper. Okay, interesting. So it looks like it's a community-made tool, Nammers, which is awesome. Just need to eat it. I think if you have like a Bluetooth keyboard too, you could probably like sit down. Like I think I'll have a keyboard rest in the future that I will bring out with my controllers. Then it becomes part of the menu. Oh, very cool. You eat it first? Oh, that's funny. So you literally eat it. That's amazing. Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I don't have that default. Huh. Very cool. Man, that just really shows the power of Resonate. Okay, so we're going to clean this up. I'm going to get rid of the objects. Yeah, I'm just going to delete them. And then take my flex tool, grab these, grab this, bam, bam, and into. Okay, so all my stuff is now packed in there. I'm actually going to undo that. I can't redo that. I have to grab it again, unpack it. Grab it again, unpack. And then I'm going to take this whole chunk of stuff. Actually, I would like to know where the origin is of this box. So I'll just say visualize. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so it's pretty much at 0. All right. I knew that. I did not. Okay, so yeah, then I will pack it up. That's awesome. Boom, and pack back into, and we're going to rename this as construction box V1. And then I will open my menu, inventory, my assets, RP. I think we'll need another folder for utility. And in utility, I will grab this and save. Cool. And we got a nice little visual there. Awesome. Then we'll leave it open. I will take this asset, destroy it. Oh, Sky, do you want me to show you how to set this up? I'm gonna show you. I can show you how to how I would use it for my own modular assets. So, yeah, actually, let me go ahead and just delete it, and I'll do it from scratch. Destroy, destroy, and destroy. Okay. So I have in my inventory my files, or sorry, my inventory, this object, which you cannot see, I know, but I'm going to drag it out. And I probably should add a visual for it somewhere, but it should be in the inspector. So the very bottom of the list, because it's the latest thing that was made, we should have yes, there we go. Construction box V1. So now that we've selected that, you can see I have it highlighted. And when I want to use it, all I need to do is drag in my new assets. So we'll say our bringing in are the same modular assets I had from before. Place assets on them. No. But we'll make them dual-sided, run import. Boom. Then now that we have them, we can actually see them right here. So this is the dungeon modular assets, and this is my construction box. And I'm just going to grab it and move it into the construction box. And you can see everything updated immediately. And now these snap. Yep, I'm moving everything all at once. I think I will want to redo this then. Delete it. Drag them back in one more time. 3D model, but separable with snappable pieces. That makes more sense. And do not want to be able to scale them, and I want them to be dual-sided. Right. Okay. And then we're just waiting for it to pop up. It's already there. Bam. And we do the same. Grab it, drag it into my construction box, and use this tool on. You need this tool on your finger for this. In order to open the inspector and then select things with this highlighted selection here. Yes, you do need the dev tool. So just to give you a little quick rundown. Hello, Rinky Noko. Delicious. To give you a little quick rundown, I have a few tools here. This is the Flux tool. And so this one is what lets me pull out the nodes and make that spaghetti stuff, the actual logic stuff. And then the dev tool is for selecting and deselecting. So I can deselect the construction box. And if I want to grab, say this ramp here, I can click on the thumbstick. Boom. You see I highlight it. And now I have it selected. And then with it selected, I can open my context menu and open Inspector. So it's basically like if you think of Unity or Blender, a lot of the functions that you would find in like toolbars and stuff are instead in tools inside of Resonite. Yeah, once I have that, go here. I've got all my objects, which I will drag in. Go ahead and deselect everything, and now I can move them. They should be moving. This is the one I just brought in. Oh, I see. Oh, that's okay. One more time. Take all these. Delete them. Delete them. This can go. This can go away. I can't bring them in with snappable pieces. We'll just make them each snappable afterwards. 3D model, regular, meters, advanced. Turn off make scalable, turn on dual-sided. Run import. But hello, Rinky Noko. Welcome, welcome. How's your day going? We're messing around with some stuff right now. Leave it right there. And then drag these in one at a time into my construction box. Okay. Now that I've done that, we can actually make them grabbable, and now they will snap. Cool. Grabbable, grabbable. So cool. So cool. Now it's just crazy easy to set these up. Oh, that's nice. I can just get it in a spot I like, duplicate, and then it'll automatically snap. How cool is that? In fact, I really should use my other hand. That way I can open it up, position it, duplicate, duplicate. Is there a quicker hotkey for that? No. But now it feels very intuitive. How cool. It's so fucking cool. Holy shit. All right. That's so fast now. Okay. The only problem is they don't have any colliders. One step forward, two steps back, as it usually goes. This is gonna be so much fun. We're gonna be able to make stuff so fast. Sorry, I still don't get it. Hey, that's totally fine. So the one thing I should probably clarify is that let me sit down. Where are you? So the construction object that I made is something that I pulled out from my inventory. So this construction box right here. This construction box that I made this from scratch. It's not like a default thing. So I have that in my inventory. And if you would like one, I can give you one. But basically, anytime you want to start have things snap like I'm doing here, you basically bring out a construction box and put the assets you want to snap inside of it. Only the objects inside, nested below, or childed to the construction box, are going to snap to the rotation and snap to position. Everything else will just be normal. But to make the construction box, I first need to drag it back out again. If I go to inventory, and I'll just double click here, and now I've made this construction box here at the very bottom. How do I save something? So you'll want to grab it. Oh, wait, I don't know if you need the tooltip for this, but you want to grab it with a grab so it's in your hand, and then open your inventory. So you're looking at your file explorer, and you'll notice that save held in your inventory is now highlighted. And then you just click save held, and you're good to go. Didn't save? I wonder if it's gray. You should, yeah, as long as you see see it in your hand, and then make sure you're in the inventory folder, not your files. You have to be in your inventory. And then make sure as well that you're not in the Resonite Essentials. You want to save it into your own personal folder. Yeah, because you can't save stuff into your Resonite. You have to go to, I have my Sam Dutter Assets folder. But yeah, once you have it in your hand, you can just click save held with your other hand. If not, I think I'll move it to my public folder. It worked? Okay, perfect. So I did thumbs up in real life for that. Nice. Perfect. All right, awesome. Good. Yeah, so now I think with any of your future assets, you can build them just like these Legos here, where you just grab them, set them down, snap them, you're good to go. Still a lot more to figure out with this stuff, but I think it looks good overall. Just import default. For importing your assets, yeah, you should run the import settings. Actually, I can just show you. So get rid of this. Do I go over here? Oh, you can't see my files, but if you look at the stream, go to my files, and then I just import the asset by having it selected, open up this menu. But can you see this menu here? Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, so once it's in there, just 3D model, regular. The snappable stuff seems useful, but I also feel like I'm not used. It expects a certain way to work with it. But then I always choose meters because that's Blender's default settings. And then generally, if I just make sure everything's set to dual-sided and I turn off scalable, because most of the time I don't want to be able to scale my assets, but I do want to be able to grab them. And then all you do is just run import, and you're good to go. But I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I already have them. I'm going to fly too. If I set scale to imperial in Blender, then you probably would want to use inches as the measuring unit. If not, my recommendation, so what I do in Blender is I just have, let's see, okay, perfect. I still have everything in metric, and every 5 feet in metric is exactly 1.524 meters. So I have to do a little bit more math, but I do think that, I don't know, I guess I prefer working that way. I can understand not wanting to work that way, though. Someone joined. Nice. Oh, hey there, Jack. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Good evening.
We got I
Hello.
built a little snapping system for
Ooh.
moving things, inspired by
Oh.
your Lego stuff.
Nice. Yes.
But yeah, welcome. How's your day going?
It's going well. My arm is broke. I don't know why.
Uh-oh. Hopefully
Always
just in
breaks
VR.
when this. Yeah, no, it always happens when I switch to these controllers, and I never figure out why it's doing that.
Just angry. It's angry little controller.
Yeah, that's not where my elbow is.
I do need to make colliders for all of this, though, because I totally forgot to. Take these two.
Oh, wait.
Grab the same one. I
Oh,
guess
this
only
is
if it's scale. Okay.
Oh, my controller is driving my left lower arm, but why? Because it's my hand, not my arm.
Time for some
Control
amputation.
No, we have settings for this now, so let's see. Devices. Tracker settings, manage trackers. So there's all are on.
Is there a way to add a mesh collider? Is a mesh collider adder gun or tool?
There we go. So it detected my. That's interesting. So it actually detected my. I mean, it's showing. I can just turn this off. Fixes it as well. So this is actually not a
Pixie.
tracker. This is my left controller.
It is going well, Pixie. We started getting the world kind of set up and moving around. So show you. Oops, that's not it. Scaling disabled, scaling enabled. Now I can, and I should turn off Now I can grab things.
Beautiful.
And duplicate them. And move them around. So we can actually like build little platforms really easily. Which I think is super fun. There's two of them.
Actually, I need to report this bug at some point.
What was that?
I just need to report this bug at some point because it's actually getting to a point where it's a bit annoying.
Gotcha.
Right.
You might want to make collision meshes in Blender, or at least not use your mesh directly for collision, depending on the detail of the mesh you want. Fair. Yeah. Just making them boxes, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if they are boxes, then you probably just don't want to use a mesh at all. You want to use a primitive collider because they are much faster.
Yeah. Getting that speed going. Speed of Rooney.
Nice. I'm glad to see that the system is working for you.
Yeah, I just did a really, really simple protoflex thing. It wasn't. I don't have no idea if I did the rounding properly, but it works. So.
Well, it seems to work. So you probably did.
Yeah, it's just based off any child object. Anytime it's reparented, it'll round it.
Yes.
Man, that is fun. I'm gonna have to make a video about this for the D&D crowd. They would get a kick out of it.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense if you have all the pieces already on the correct parent. What
Yeah.
I did for the bricks, because I made it explicitly so it doesn't matter where they are in the world and they will always snap to the grid, which was a bit difficult.
I just went straight for the global transform. I just went like.
Oh, yeah, I know, but like you need to detect when you let go of them, right?
Where they come from?
Yeah. Oh wait, when do you trigger the snapping?
The snapping is triggered when it's reparented. So every time, so it's dependent on having it be a grabbable object. So when
do you have decode on the individual building blocks?
No, it's just on the parent object of all of them.
Okay. And then you use slot children events.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Now it really is like making Legos and stuff. Oh, I have time to join if possible. Absolutely. Pixie, if you want to join, just add me or give me your username and I'll send it to you. But my account is just Sam Doug.
You can even, I think this session is actually probably publicly visible.
I think it should be context. Should be context.
No, it's context plus. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, okay. The issue there is because I'm in here now, it's effectively public.
Oh, really?
Well, it's context plus, right? So context
that makes sense, yeah. I'm friends with everyone.
This is long. So that makes it effectively public. Yeah, that's an interesting side effect of having a small community because by the time you have a context plus world, it is almost the same as having a public world in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was amazed to see. I did not expect a lot of the dev team to stop by yesterday. I was like,
well, I mean, Frooks was the only one from the Resonite dev team. Autopilot was a developer, not from the Resonite team, but like that worked together with me on Cloudscape Harvest.
Okay.
Well, but Chroma was there for a moment. Chroma is on the Resonite team. He made all the nice icons and like the design language for the UI and stuff.
Oh, okay. I actually forget the armored dude's name.
Armored Dragon, I think.
Yeah. I think he hung out for a while. He helped me with a few things. I don't see you, Pixie, on my search here. Do you want to add me?
Ooh, okay. I'm just realizing the new Resonite trailer has dropped like 4 minutes ago.
Oh,
I want to watch that. That's okay for you.
His name was Autopilot too.
Yes. He's we actually
did
a presentation
sorry.
On the
sorry, I'm going back and forth in my chat here, so let me step away for just one moment. Pixie, so I'm in Resonant. So that is a different program. If you'll have to download Resonite, and that's spelled RESONITE. Someone could type that in chat. But you'll need to join Resonite and download that and make an account, and then you'll be able to join. Going all primitive, making tools, all that. Resonite on Steam. Exactly, on Steam. Same Whisper Bubble for this, don't have to run too far. Oh, smart. Gotcha. And the Whisper Bubble is
in your dash on the top left you have voice modes. So the red one is basically mute. Then the purple one is Whisper Bubble, and the way that this works, it actually shows a bubble around your avatar.
Oh.
And you are massive. You are very big, so the bubble is like not scaring with you, which is funny. That should probably be reported. But the way that this works is only people that are physically with their head in your bubble can hear you.
Gotcha.
And everything on the outside for you is like super toned down. So like it's actually like if both people have the Whisper Bubble on, then like only they, if they're standing next to each other, no one else is around, can hear them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, but that's it. It's just like a world's effect. Like don't like tell people your like banking credentials or something. It's not secure.
I'm assuming this is like global chat here.
So the yellow one is shout. So that means the yellow one is still spatialized, so I can still hear the sound from the direction where you are.
Gotcha.
The range is amplified, and also your loudness is like raised a little bit.
Okay.
So if you have the shout mode on, basically like people can hear from much further away and generally much louder. So that's like if you're like, hey everyone, like let's focus, let's have a meeting here, and I'm talking now.
I'll probably use that a lot when DMing.
The blue one is broadcast. If someone is in broadcast, they are in your head.
Gotcha. Okay. Actually, that's probably the DM. I'll use that.
Yeah, that is like for server-wide announcements, like, hey, I'm going to shut the server down in 5 minutes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Time to leave. Or
okay. Do you mind if I play the trailer in here, because I'm really
no, not at all. Go for it. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, dude, this is so. It's fun to watch the Resonite trailer in Resonite. Feels super fitting.
They actually have a proper trailer. That took so long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a scream.
Oh, yeah, this is super cool. This is the Meta movie. That's an actual live movie basically in VR. You can buy tickets, and then there's like a live crew of actors around you playing a role. You're actually like part of the story.
Oh, that's super cool. I'd love to try.
That is really awesome. Like the Meta movie is an amazing project.
I'm waving back. Fuck yeah. Good. Well, I just cannot help but wish continued success for Resonite, because I think this is Resonite's year. IMO.
This is super cool. And yeah, I mean, I would hope so. The year still has a couple of months left.
Well, zoom in.
But yeah, this is so good. We actually have a trailer for the Steam page now that actually shows Resonite off, and it's not just like like 3 vanity shots of the cloud home. This is great. This makes me super happy. I also like being in the trailer myself.
Let's see. Change my no clip speed control.
This is so cool.
No. Oh, I don't know that.
The no clip speed.
What was that?
Do you mean the no clip speed in your settings?
Yes.
So that is, you have 2 different modes that you can fly. You have physical fly and you have no clip. You can set a different speed for no clip, which is very handy because sometimes you like I personally use fly whenever I do like small navigation, like when I'm flying around like a building I'm working on. But
Gotcha.
I use no clip when I want to get somewhere in the world really fast. So
Gotcha.
what I did, this is my normal fly speed, and I actually made my no clip speed really fast. So I just use this to get around really quickly, and then I go back to walking or physical fly.
Gotcha. I feel that when I'm trying to like construct at this size, it's a little bit difficult for me to like
Yes.
judge or to
So
move around easily.
Yeah, and you can also make it like the other way around. You can change, you can lower your nose clip speed, I guess, if you want more precision.
Oh, okay, so you can. Let me look at that.
Yeah, I should be able to.
See controls. Oops.
Movement, you have no clip speed. Yes, and that is by default 60. So if you set this to 1, then if you are in no clip, oh my god. It's so slow.
There we go. Set it to 0.
Cool. I mean, 0 is a bit low. It's very slow.
Okay, that's much better.
I find it super cool that you already like have grip on all the programming stuff and whatever to whip this together. You're learning really fast.
Well, thank you. I'm just obsessed.
Understandable. I've been obsessed with this engine for like the last 3 years or so.
Well, good. I mean, I just every time I think of more about it, I'm like, oh, well, then I could try this. Oh, then I could try that. That's like,
yeah, and it just works like almost all the time. Also, hello.
I'm not here. I'm just jumping around. It seems like you've got yourself sorted in here.
Yes. You have a nice jumping around then.
hello. Oh, sorry. Starter, what do you mean with screen mode? Pixie, you can play in PC mode if that's me, but I'd say the focus. Oh, here we go.
Yes, Resonite has a pretty decent desktop mode. You actually have like editor-like camera controls, so you can go into a free cam mode, and then you can like fly around kind of like you can in Unity, and just like whip with a camera through the world.
Oh, okay.
And you can like focus on objects. You can focus on your eye panels if you hold control and click on them.
I didn't know that.
So you can do a pretty like. There's a bunch of people that don't have VR that still are very good at using Resonite's desktop mode.
Yeah, I enjoy getting into it. I'll set it up. Oh, sorry. Next slide. Object individually. Yes. So you would need your dev tool, and then you want to equip it. Make sure that you open your dial and select equip. Like you unequip here, you want to select equip. And then once you do, you thumbstick, point and thumbstick. And if I open up the inspector here,
yeah, you probably use different controllers. If you use the index controllers, it's pressing down on the touchpad. That's secondary. Yeah,
okay.
there you go. That's your secondary.
Playing 420. So once you have it selected, the reason you can't grab this one individually is because on your parent object, you have the grabbable at the top, which is generally how things are imported. So if you wanted to make this single object, I think it was playing 420, selectable, you would have to go to that and attach your transform interaction grabbable. Then it adds it to that, and now I should be able to move that one individually. So you could, it's going to be a little difficult to go and add these to all of them. So there's one other tool that I've been using a lot, which is this one here. And this is the grabbable setter object. But I think it sets it for all of your objects. So yeah, you want to equip that just like your other tool. So the problem is you have a dev tool in your hand. Oh, I see. That's smart. Yeah, grab that one. And then I think you should be able to just point at any of these and trigger on it.
There's two modes. So by default, it's set to set apply to root, which means it's going to go up the hierarchy until it finds the object root, which means in this case it's not going to do anything. But you can change it to set apply to hit, which means it's actually going to add the grabbable to the slot that has the collider on it, which is probably in this case going to be the individual's thing. So if you now just point at it and just click your trigger, it's going to add a grabbable component to that individual object. Just be a bit careful with set apply to hit, because you can accidentally rip some objects apart with that, because like some things you aren't designed for you to rip individual pieces out. But for imported meshes like this is the easiest way to make them individually grabbable. And you will probably also want to reparent them somewhere else, because by default they will be reparented back into the object they were before.
But open for snapping. So for snapping, you need to drop it into one of those construction boxes. And when I say it, your topmost object. So let me grab, let me show you how I would do it. So if I take out, so last here, but there we go. Okay. Inventory. If I take out that construction box again that I made, utility, bam, and I believe I made it at the root. So I just made it. I need to make a visualizer for it. It's kind of hard to notice when you make it. Oh, you are in the construction box. Let me look at that again. Oh, you know what? I think you're just nested too deeply. It just the objects are too deep in there. So I'm going to make a new inventory here. A new inspector. So you're in the construction box. If I took out, let's say, this object and put it right here, plane 25, which I don't know where that would be. Okay, plane 25. Now when I move it, it should snap. Sure. No, it's still not snapping. Where is that? Mesh slider, mesh render, construction box. Everything's in there. Should be good. Should be good to go. I will try a different import type. I don't think it's your assets. I don't think it's your assets. It must be something went wrong with my construction box here. Let me, instead of doing that,
code and we can take a look what's broken.
I think it's just an older version of the utility object. So I'm going to make a new one again. Right here. And so we have this brand new one here, and then I'm just going to take your whole root category and drop it in there. And now, does it work? No. Oh wait, oh. The whole does snap though. Interesting. Let's zoom in a little. And what's different about these? These don't have the grabbable. just made something else grabbable. Elements. And form. Interaction, grabbable. So now, plane 349, this one is grabbable. I'll deselect it. And I can't seem to grab it. Grab this one, move it. And now that one looked like no, it's not snapping. Interesting. Let's take a look at my flux. Unpack. So, yeah. And should be this object right there. Yes, apparently. Okay. Set global transform. And moving it and do anything. No columns. I'm gonna take this, drag it out, set this one plane 26 to also be grabbable. That'd be this one here. And yeah, that's it. Okay. So I think the key thing is this grabbable option. I think that these other ones, you're just moving with your cursor. And they also need to be on this level right here. See how it's just one below here? If I have it, if it's not directly below, I don't think it's actually working. Yeah, pretty sure. So let's see. Is this one snapping now? Rotate it. Deselect. Okay, yeah, there's just one. And the other thing you'll want to do is go back and just make sure your sizing is correct. So you did scale this down quite a ways. I'll try that. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, hopefully that works. I'm gonna put the flux away so it's not just loading out here. Okay. Oh, sorry, Jack. I was just flying into you.
Oh, okay, I didn't even notice.
It imported really small. Yeah, for your import settings, it is really small. We look at the root here. The scale is quite small. So I don't know if that's the settings or if you resized it afterwards. But if I put it back to its original size, that seems bigger. Try now, Sam. Okay, heck yeah. Oops. Search. And same name, I'm assuming, Pixie. Hi, Pixie. Oh, there we go. Okay, there you go. Oh, you should just be able to join now. So it's a little chaotic in here. a lot of stuff floating around, but this guy says, try it 5 times smaller. Scale 5 times 0.2. that seems generally closer to the right size. Let's go positives, giants. Yeah. That's enough size. Bit closer. I think you'll want to make sure you just size it properly in oops, do what you can to verify that it's the correct size in Blender. I would change it back to meters and then just re-import it. Because I could try resizing it in here, but the problem is just that these assets here, your scale on them is just a little weird. So if we look at the root here, yeah, no worries about it. I deleted it. I just, in terms of making the correct sizing, so the two things I noticed is just that the scale of the child objects is set to 5. So you'll want to make sure that your scale is zeroed out, where you do the where you apply the scale. So you get 1, 1, 1 for your scale instead, because that's the zeroed out. And then right here too, when you first import it, ideally the topmost object is 1, 1, 1 as well. So all your scales are normalized. That was the right term. But yeah, other than that, it's looking really good. If you want me to clean it up, I can go ahead and just delete this right here. That was cool though. I mean, it's very cool to see these cities coming together. I'd love to make like a whole new city. I think ideally moving forward, like everyone could work on their own locations, and then we go and visit them, like for main campaigns and stuff. Would be really fun. And Pixie should be here. Bye. Well, oh. I want to try it like that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that sounds good. Let me turn on no clip. Oh, that must be Pixie joining. Turn on. My speeds are all slow now. I messed it up. I'm so slow now. No clip speed. Yeah, that's more than best. Hello, Pixie. I'll probably load it in still. Hello, Cobra. Welcome. And hello, Pixie. Welcome to Resonant. Hello. Hello. We've got a whole little world here. We're mostly just experimenting, but we did do some D&D over here earlier. You want to go check that out? See our prior battles. Slayed the ogre. He's just a sleepy boy now. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff here. But right now, I'll just be outside goofing around with some of the modular assets. But definitely feel free to join in or hang out. We're just kind of farting around right now. Yeah. You do 3D animations, trying 3D model games. Oh, nice. I do make some animations. Right now, I'm working on making this modular dungeon system. So let me show you that. Oops. So right now, I'm going to scale myself up. I'm still too fast. But yeah, I can. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, that's very fun. I can duplicate things and just kind of snap them together and make really fun stuff. Hope is to make really compelling D&D experiences in here, at least fun ones. What a faster way to do Hey Jack,
Mm-hmm.
quick question for you. If you have something selected, is there a faster duplication other than the radial menu?
You have something selected. Well, you can duplicate it in the inspector.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I'll probably make a little tool for that
So-
then. Oops. I don't know where I am.
So for your building blocks in particular, you might want to look into something similar to what I've done with the Reso blocks, where you have, or with the light blocks, where you have a bunch of instances and you just grab them to grab like a new copy out of it every
Gotcha.
time.
Gotcha.
There is a component that when you grab it, it like copies a template, and this is the thing that you grab then.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
So you can have like a little, like just like a little template with all of the blocks in front of you, and then you just grab one from them, and then
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Like a little palette.
Yeah, and I think you can also use it to reparent it to a specific slot. So I think you might also be able to tell it to automatically reparent it to your like workspace thing.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure about that right now, actually.
Well, I will experiment. So I think that'd be the next step. Just make a little dungeon now. Let's actually like be a little bit more deliberate about what we're making here. That's cool. It's so satisfying to do this. It just works. It just works. That's what I want. I want it to work. Kind of fun. This like interesting corner. Make arched roofs really easily. Super cool. A little easy, a little too easy to grab. Random stuff. Really does remind me of playing with Legos, though. I have to show this off to D&D people. They will get a huge kick out of it. That's me making the sound effects, by the way. It's not just can't help myself.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, look at that beautiful stuff. Oh, hey there, Pixie. Yeah, sorry, no colliders on those yet, but we'll have to make some soon. Yeah, if you want to, so in your menu, Pixie, go back to normal. So in your little, you have a, oh, we found a little drawing gun. There you go. Well, it takes some getting used to. It does take some getting used to, especially on desktop. Would be good if you could hold an item in one hand, and whatever you grabbed in the other hand, it would duplicate it. In one hand. And whenever you grabbed it with your, gotcha. So you like just pulled it out. Oh, that's smart. That is super smart. That's
I
good.
only have one hand. On PC.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I believe in you. Believe in your power. Do you have a VR?
I do, but my computer crashed like 2 times trying to open it just on PC. So
Fair, fair. Yeah, this program's a little bit more expensive than a VR chat sometimes. Depends on what you're doing in VR chat. I need to add some colliders to these. But I really like that idea, Arctic, to be able to just grab it out of your other hand. That really makes a ton of sense.
By the way, if you are having performance issues, wait, who was that? Who just joined?
Oh, Pixie over here.
Oh, there. Hello. In Resonite, you can have multiple worlds open at the same time. So, what might be crashing you when you go in VR isn't necessarily that you start the game, it's that you like load into the Cloud Home, which is a pretty heavy world. So, first of all, you can close the world in the background when you are already in the game, but if it crashes you while it's launching, there is a launch argument you can give the game to not load your Cloud Home, which will just leave you in like an empty void when you join, but that will be very like it will be light for your performance.
That's what I do.
And this word for example is pretty light as well, so you should probably be able to join to this in VR as well, I would think. Although
Then how do I do that?
if you restart now, oh no, okay, it is compatible, so you should still be able to join because there was just an update that got released. So there is I can either walk you through it or I can show you the let me just quickly check. I'm just looking it up on the Resonite wiki.
Hello,
I
JW.
think it was
Oh, I switched
don't
it up.
auto-load Cloud Home.
Hello, JW. Welcome, welcome. I'm in my little bubble. Actually, don't like that I can see ring around my head.
Command line arguments.
Let's set back for now. But we're in Resonate. Look, I made a snapping system for my tiles,
That is
so it makes it really easy to use now. See? And you can duplicate them. Now the duplication needs to be a little bit. If the duplication was sped up just a little, it'd be perfect.
And this is the avatar creator which you just spawned, that is used to like take a rigged model or like any other model and turn it into an avatar.
Nice.
Where is the one for don't autoload there?
Yeah, it's pretty good system, honestly.
So
Pretty pleased with it.
this is the exact line that you need to enter into the launch arguments in Steam.
Oh, it's sick effect. This makes me want to build my project right now. Haha. Watching stream would just take me taking notes for future projects.
Right click on the game in your
Good.
library and click properties.
That is definitely the addiction I want to create in people, to instill in people. Make you come join, come make worlds with me in Resonite. In Resonite.
I think so, yes. There is like in Steam there is a option under properties, yeah, for like advanced users may choose to modify launch.
Look at that. How fast that
And
is.
then you want to enter do not autoload Cloud Home the same way it's written here. And then if you restart the game, it's not gonna load your Cloud Home by default.
The plank. The plank. It's gonna snap into the sun.
I'm gonna try that.
Yes, and then you can just join this session again.
Yeah, you should be able to now. I friended you, Pixie, so I think you'll be able to hop in at any point.
Oh yeah, you want to accept a friend request in your context page? And then
I
you-
already sent him one, so I think he.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
should be good.
So is it like the entire computer I need to reset,
No,
or
just
Steam?
the game. Just the game. Not even
Just the
Steam.
game.
You just like go to exit Resonite, and then you can do exit and discard home because it didn't change anything in your home. And then you just start the game up again, and then like try doing it in VR. That might work.
Cool.
is pretty heavy. So if people have like lower end machines, that is usually the first thing I try to recommend if they otherwise can't launch into the game.
I think that's a good call. I switched immediately to the empty world in mind.
Yeah, like I mean, I like that the Cloud Home actually has a sense of a home. But I always like only load into mine very deliberately. So I only like I still have my Cloud Home favorited, the default Resonate one that I've customized. But then I don't open it automatically. I only open it if I really want to go there. So
Exactly.
the game starts quicker.
It's safe, but I only go back when I want to.
It's really nice because it actually feels like a home. Like you get in,
Yeah.
it's like a welcome, and you can change everything around it, and it's gonna save and like. Also, I'm gonna go into shout since I'm small and over here, so you should hopefully hear me better.
Gotcha. Look at that. Random tower, cube tower. Cube tower. Whoa. Quest Guardian keeps getting turned on. Most fun way to gray box for sure. Oh, it definitely is. Like,
Welcome back.
there's nothing.
Did you start in VR? Because it looks like you're still in desktop mode. If you did start in VR, and also I can't hear you right now, so you might be muted.
Oh, yes, I am.
There you go. So did you start in VR or?
No, I don't have my headset. I'm kind of
Oh.
from moving, so.
Okay. Okay, then I misunderstood. But yeah, like you could have. Okay, sorry. Then you didn't have to do this.
No, but it's already.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
done.
Is there a way to put the for the
Yeah, you
scene
could have,
inspector say,
like,
but
the
yes,
thing is you can
the
also close.
the little this right here will make it pin to you, so it'll move with you. Is that what you're looking for? Or do you want to have it zoom in on like a specific object? The hierarchy moves. Oh, when you grab something, it literally gets parented to your hand, so it'll disappear for a moment. But once you let go, it'll put it back. That's your concern. Oh, quite sure. When stuff is added, it moves up one slot. Oh, gotcha. So, if you don't mind, I'll just click on this one here. So right here, you have your order offset. So the order determines where it is in this list. Generally, it just goes by the ID name here on the left. So it's usually just ordered by the ID name. if you want it in a specific order, like if you wanted a specific object at the top of the list of children, you could put 1 in here, and that will move it to the top. So, for example, we go back up. Or no, that put it at the bottom, actually. Didn't put it anywhere. Where is it? 355. Or are you talking about when you import it, that it reorders things? Just want to grab one to change folder. Someone adds an asset to the scene. The hierarchy moves up. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So if you want to focus in on a hierarchy, like the construction box here, so I select it here, then you have this top right button. And if I click that, it's going to zoom in on just this chunk. So yeah, okay, perfect, yeah. So yeah, if you click that, boom, now you're just looking at the children of that object. And it'll still show you the topmost object too. That sounds like what you're looking for. Perfect. You are great, Sky. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Find the freaking file. Where the fuck did I put her?
Oh, there you are already. I mean, that works as well.
Sorry, just flying over here.
Yeah, Pixie
Where
was
did my
asking if you have the file for their avatar.
Hmm.
But you do,
I think.
but you don't have her with like all the edited I did after the tail.
No, no, I wouldn't. I think you'd have to. What you'd have to get the one out of the Unity project. That's what you'd want to do. You'd want to go into the Unity project that you upload it from, and use that FBX file. But you'll probably still have to do a decent amount of work in Resonate just to get the dynamics working and stuff. But at the very least, you could bring.
I don't remember where the fuck I put her.
Your Unity projects are in a. Well, if you're looking at the Unity project, it should be in there. Why does pivoting?
Unity. Why the fuck do I have two programs called Unity?
So fast, so fucking fast. Okay. It is almost 4.
Pixie, ear, tail. I think
Oh,
I found
works
it.
so well. Big font. Yeah, this guy. I want to make a tower. I'm just gonna keep making this big ass tower.
Sign in with Unity ID. Yes, maybe.
think Arctic's totally right on how to grab things. That would be really nice. So we move things around. I don't know why it orbits me. Just put turn. I don't want to. The setting I can change. Just like to spin. Don't want to. Oh, use head direction.
Yes, then it moves you in the direction that your hand is pointing.
Perfect.
What do you want to turn off?
Oh, I guess my right hand can also move me forward and backward, but I guess I just wanted to spin me, not to. But I don't know if that's a thing.
Flukes added a bunch of additional settings for that, so let's see. I know you can change your sideways movement mode, so you can change what a sideways movement does on each controller, but I don't think you can turn off the moving forward. And the reason that you probably don't want to actually turn that off is that if you put both, like if you push both triggers forward, you're actually sprinting.
Gotcha.
So by default was one trigger you're moving slow, and if you use like both triggers, you're sprinting. But yeah, I think there was actually someone requesting on the GitHub that there is a yeah, you can add a movement dead zone.
So fucking
But
fast.
does it apply to
My tower?
Yeah, you can increase the movement dead zone. I'm not sure. Turn, smooth turn exclusive, smooth turning. Yeah, I think that's all. The issue with this is I think it also applies to moving left and right. Okay, but you might be able to increase the dead zone a little bit if it's like moving forward when you don't want to move forward.
I see what it was. It's the use smooth turn exclusive. I think that's what I want, because I was moving and turning at the same time, whereas I'd rather just do.
Yeah, if you okay, I always forget that settings exist.
Because I would like try to turn and spiral around, like orbit where I want it to be instead of spinning, rotating.
Yeah, that should work.
Thank you. And I'm turn on fly now.
Why did I forget that exists? I translated it to German.
There's too many settings.
I know.
But it's good to have.
It's actually like the amount of new setting stuff that Flux is adding is actually putting a lot of like work for the translators.
It's a good thing, good problem to have, I suppose.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so like a reference variable driver.
To point where I want to go. I'm going to turn up that turning speed though. Done. Thank you. So in the habit now of using my controllers or using my head to move around, but I don't want to do that anymore. So weird.
By the way, I'm actually quickly whipping together a proper empty template tool because we were talking about that yesterday.
Empty template?
Yeah, like a empty tool that just uses my like tool system, because I have a couple of systems that I use for all of my tools that I like generalized, and I'm making a very simple example tool that you can then just like take as a base and put your own behavior in.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
If you want to use that, like there is a little bit more stuff in there that it is in usual tools, because there's, well, I mean, my tools have gone through a lot of iterations since Neos.
I'm not surprised.
But I simplified it down to the least amount of stuff that I like to have on there, which is still a little bit like there's still like a little overhead of like 40 nodes or something on them, but it's not super bad. It's
No,
pretty light
that
actually.
sounds pretty reasonable, honestly. Yeah,
Yeah.
put two.
So let's see. Dynamic. Oh,
Big old tap. Let's load in stuff.
dynamic input object slot. So I want the
But it's still a little too.
concrete message.
There.
Oh, hey, what's up, Star?
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, welcome.
Importing an avatar.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, check it. Look at my. I made a snapping system now. So
Yeah, I saw on stream. Yeah, it was
that's right.
quite nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it came out pretty well. Should it's making this like super easy. This would have taken way too long the other way. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and once you're done building, you think like, I can optimize the system, and you'll do it all from scratch again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, that was great. Let me throw it all away and start over again.
Oh, I can simplify this even more. Thinking about it.
Yeah, somebody was mentioning like the scene kept moving in the inspector.
Oh, which scene?
Yeah, somebody earlier on stream was mentioning like when dragging stuff in the scene, the inspector kept moving.
Oh,
That's only if you basically work in the root, because
gotcha.
if a user joins, then it
Yeah, I
gets
think
to the root
Sky was looking to
constantly. So
work within a structure, but stuff. Oh, hello. Welcome.
yeah, if you
Hey,
follow
snapping.
them, then it should be fine.
Here we go. Let's go. Yeah. And that's using the construction box. Nice. A noise. And it's a hammer. Oh, I see that. Very cool. Getting hammered.
Just grabbing the blend file. Wow.
I'll need to make some cooler weapons and stuff soon. Is Jack on Twitch? I think so. Every now and then.
Huh? Watching your stream, yes.
Yeah, Jack's definitely here in both worlds.
That was your question.
I
I do
got
want to get back on to streaming myself, but I will have to see if I find the time for that.
Hey, well, you're always welcome to join the D&D stuff once we really get that rolling.
It would be fun. The issue is I used to play a lot of first DSA, which is like the German version of D&D, and then actual D&D.
Interesting.
But I kind of stopped because I have too many side projects and I felt like I wasn't getting anything done.
I relate to that. That's why you just gotta turn it into your profession.
Yes.
So then, what's the phrase? If you teach a man to game, he's happy for a day. If you teach a man how to make games, he'll never be happy again. Like,
Yeah, kind of. Although to be fair, that like the reason for it is this is what makes me happy. So
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the more I do this, the more I'm like, I want more.
The more I do this, the more I question what is it I should make. I make a lot
Yeah.
of things,
Should've-
but I
it
just
should've-
don't know what to make.
should have probably warned you. Resonite can be a bit addicting.
Yeah, well,
But it's like a brain drug. It's not like a drug. Grip coil.
it's the blender part that gets in the way all the time.
Oh, you can send the Abby to me, Pixie, if you just want to Gmail it to me or something. It'd be best for you to upload it yourself, but that way you have the files yourself. But could I move those ones, but then not be able to undo these ones? Sometimes the undos surprise me. Take one of these bigger ones. And I want to just like expand.
Yeah, let's see. So save this somewhere so it's safe. I'm working on it.
Send you a Google Doc link in Discord. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look then. Actually, I have to stand this one. Oh man, I can't believe how quickly all the time has gone by, and since I got in Resonite, that went fast. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Hop over to Google Drive, or actually Discord first, and then Googly.
Let's see. Tools.
Control 5. Oh, gotcha. You uploaded the whole Unity project. Time flies when you're playing games. Spy Kids 3D game over. Sound. Okay. All right, everyone who is on the stream or in Resonite, I'm currently just on my desktop, so just kind of chilling for a moment, seeing if we can take a look at this character. Let's see. All right, to do reset scale. I do think it would be better for the world to sup Sky. Oh. Do you have a question? No. Okay. We're gonna throw out the character. Let's see. Collaboration. See. And download this. Beans going. Drag this here. Drag this here. Keeps wanting to close it. I can't. Okay. Now hop back in. Nice. I'm sorry, I have to quit. I'll be right back. Or I should say I had to quit virtual desktop. I'm back. Background spinner. Cool. That's cool. All right. So to get Pixie, I'm just gonna show you how to bring the character in. All right, already start the drag and drop. The 3D model, regular meters, advanced settings. Say, no scalable. Dual sided and flat shape. Oh, run it. An apple. Apple. Oh, that's exciting. That looks good. Very good. Big apple. Oh, you're talking. Oh, there.
Ooh,
That's Pixie's
fancy.
avatar. Yeah,
Not looking
Did-
good.
did some edits
Still
for.
loading for me, but
I am. Ooh. Alright, so go ahead. Avatar creator. And keep this right here. Put it right on the face.
in here you can do so many things with the backpack and actually make an inventory out of it.
That'd be so cool. I'd be so down for that.
You can put stuff in there. I mean, make a container.
You're tickling my love of Resonite. I want to do that.
We have some time to talk about some side projects.
Yeah. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Resonite?
Oh no. Okay, let's see.
Oops, I did.
Yeah, I can probably simplify this.
Quite tiny, isn't it, though?
I should select that. I just wanted to move. No, I guess that is the right spot. Let me undo. Center, head, right up, forward, all that jazz. That lines the hands up, and then.
It's a bit off to the left still.
Oh, you're right. Let's see. There we go. And I feel like you're gonna feel very, very small in this character.
Well, I'm not quite sure how it will transfer. I mean, if it's actually on this size. Once saved and equipped again.
I turned it for this avatar. I said, make it.
Can I equip my recent import? It should not be too heavy.
Yeah, should be fine. Hi there, Pixie. Hello. Eyes, face tracking. Interesting. That should be good.
There we go.
Boom.
Because this one was
Oh, nice.
This one was about this tall when I imported,
I
but I always have scaling issues when importing here. So.
yeah, I've tried to.
I mean, it's not really that much of a problem because I can be this much smaller if I want to.
I do like that you're able to scale so quickly.
Yeah.
Ooh, lagging.
Wait, did I grab something? No, right?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I think only I can hop into the character at the moment, but let me quit.
Yeah, the person who presses create, yeah, it seems to work. The person who presses create is able to equip it.
Oh, okay. So it's just oops. Thanks.
So
Grabbed it.
you'll have to do it again, most likely.
Her eyes just crashed.
Oh, you just crashed. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, we're getting some lag spikes every now and then. That's not too. It's not too bad.
They're not moving. They're just like stuck in her head.
Oh yeah, so nothing's moving yet. A lot more needs to be set up on her, but she looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and get to you. I don't like that it scales.
Her
Yeah, there you
eye
go.
is
Oh yeah.
sticking out, or is that her tongue or something?
No, it's both her eyeballs. I think that
Wow.
the eye tracking got messed up. Let's try it. Just re-import it. Oh, sorry. Grabbed your.
Well, you'll have to re-import her anyway if you want to let somebody else press create, so the avatar protection is not locked to you.
You can change that after the fact if you've already protected it. So the
Okay.
person that the
Okay.
avatar is protected to can remove the avatar protection, but only that person can.
Gotcha.
And then
Yeah,
you can add a new avatar protection by just having the person you wanted to protect to add the simple avatar protection component.
Gotcha.
but you can't simply remove the avatar protection component because
You-
well, I tried before, and
you
that will just simply
can.
delete it. But
You
well,
can,
okay,
but
not
only
if
if
you
it
just
is.
delete it.
No. There is a button on the simple avatar protection which is called remove all instances. And if the
Okay.
person that owns the avatar clicks that button, then they will remove the protection. And then
Yeah, okay.
you
But
can
not
attach.
just the delete button, because that's what
No,
I
the,
did.
the,
And that
delete,
will
the
just,
delete button triggers the self-destruction mechanism.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure because she's not looking like the one I edit. The one you have there is like the main character that
Yeah.
I got.
Oops. That box. So it's the one Mina Hoshi is the one I grabbed. Just because I
Yeah.
was going through the full project there. But I probably won't go through the whole process of setting up the avatar. But I just wanted to show you.
I was just curious.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd love to see the character in here. So it's right here. Yeah. I do want to fix the eyeballs. Eyeballs are funny. I think it would be just easier to bring it in. Right. Okay. And we're going to drop in a new file. And right here I have Mina Hoshi. Regular avatar, advanced settings. Dual-sided, flat shading, turn off scalable. And run import. And then I'll just redo the import and make sure that I don't turn on check. Now that we've done this, just to show you how this works, I can drop in from the home menu, I can drop in the avatar creator. here. Just want to get it centered. And then
Let's
say, I'm going to turn off setup eyes this time. So I think that was it. And then I just align it with all these different things. Try hands. Go. Try to make the hands fit. Which does scale the eyes down. Such a small little hand. Right about there. Then we'll want to turn on the tool anchors and go here. We want to get the tool. So one of the easiest error with these avatars is when you put the little tooltip pointer inside the hand. Then you can't actually grab anything. You want it to be a decent distance from your finger, basically. And there we go. Okay, that should be pretty good. If you want to go ahead and hit create there, that should make it for you. There you go. And then
You can click on it and enter it.
yeah, go ahead and enter.
There
Yay!
you go. Yeah,
Yay!
pretty cool.
And then
Is there a way to move your hands in desktop, by the way? Because I know you
I don't
can
think so.
left click or something, and then one of the hands moves, but
I think when you're
well,
inspecting or something.
yeah. So so if you equip a tool in desktop mode, then it's gonna move your hand forward. And also when you crouch, it moves your hands forwards and does like a little funny squatting
Oh, yeah.
animation.
yeah.
But other than that, like you can make custom systems on your avatar to control that behavior however you like, but that gets a bit complicated quickly.
So I'm gonna make another avatar right now for you, Pixie. And what you'll want to do is hop into it. Pull this one in the wrong folder. So this is just the avatar you were in before, right here. This guy. So if you want to hop back into him, and then turn around, and what you're gonna want to do is select the character, like with your grab, and then at the same time open your menu, go to inventory, and then you can save that avatar in your inventory. So if you're looking at my stream, you can see how it's floating in here. And if I had the character selected, you would see a save here, up here. So for example, if I take one of these tools right here, it says save held. I'm holding this object, so you save the held object, and you'll just want to do the same for your avatar.
I think I did it.
Okay, perfect. If you see it in your inventory, then you're good to go. The final step you can do is in the menu, when you select it, it has the option to, if you have one of your avatars selected, you can see the equip or set avatar. So if you set the avatar, that means every time you load into the world, you will load into this avatar. Yeah, there you go. At least a placeholder Pixie for now, and then we'll get hopefully we'll get your full character in at some point.
Cool. Do the eyes work now?
No, I turned them off, just so they weren't
Oh,
broken.
but
They're at least not broken.
more like they're not.
Yeah, they look like this. She looks like that.
Cool.
All right, perfect. Well, what time is it now? 4:25 already. My goodness. I want to see if I can export this tower I made, all these assets and stuff. So I'm going to try that before the day ends. so we can select this. And then I believe all I need to do is first equip this, and then go to files, and we'll go to RP, Resonite testing, exports. And we'll grab this file and export here. Or and super small. Okay. Export as, I think GLTF is the right way to go. All right, and then I'm going to hop onto desktop again. Very cool. Hopping back to desktop. All right, so then I can go here, file new, and just delete everything in here. Then import my RP projects, Resonite, exports, grab this path, file, import, GLTF. It's weird, using a mouse feels a little weird after working in Resonite for a few hours. I feel like I should be able to lift the mouse up and like point it at the screen. All right, there we go. Import. Ah, look at that. Look at that. And what is our count at stats? It's only 872 triangles.
So instead of that, I want to do
Nice. Very minimal. Very lightweight.
write object string. I'm just refactoring an old thing here.
Cool.
And making a new tool template.
I will save this in testing, Blender. Perfect. Okay, so this will be construction test. All right, save that. Oh, I'm sorry. I think people are talking, but I'm not sure if they're talking to me. If you guys are talking to me, I am in desktop mode. I don't think they are. But... Okay. This is super cool. So yeah, I think in the future, or the next few sessions we're gonna do, and I think I was gonna gray box my project in Blender, not anymore. Well, definitely come by and Resonite. You know what? I'm gonna make my public folder, and I'm gonna put in that little construction template. You're always welcome to join the world, but I'll at least give you the tool that I used for the snapping here, so you can have it yourself. So if I go to inventory, I have my public. It's hard to hear people when I don't have my headset on. Inventory, SD assets. Let's go back one more. And I'll make a new folder. And in this folder, I will say Sam Better Public Assets. Great. And then I think that share. But there's nothing to share yet because I don't have any files. So I need to go back to my main inventory, back to my assets, utility. We'll create this one, and then go to inspector, scroll down until we find it.
I think control and mouse wheel. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, so this right here is the construction box.
you've ever seen the movie Ant-Man, you know what
And
happens
if I
scale yourself too small.
go ahead and grab it, open the menu, and I can say public assets, save held.
Yeah, you like
Okay.
like once you get
Perfect.
too small.
Then I can
That's
take
kind
this
of the
file
way of how
and
far
say
you can get that's the world setting.
share and get URL. And now
Can be smooth,
this is the URL.
default.
I believe that all you need to do is copy and paste it. So it's something like
Uh-huh.
um,
Um, progress.
lagging. Oh, here we go. Control A, copy, and Jay, what's your Discord again? Is it just Jay? I think it is.
And undone destroy.
J4. Or are we friends on Discord, JW?
And I just changed my mind. I do actually want to.
Gotcha.
This couldn't be much.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'll send you that
Should already work.
link.
It's gonna simplify my notification system.
And so whenever you want the object I'm using to make all the snapping and stuff, you just copy and then paste that directly into Resonite. Like literally, you're just in the game and you paste it, and then you'll have a little icon, a little folder icon. You just save that to your inventory and you'll have it accessible like this right here. So just like I saved other objects, you just save the little box that appears, this thing. You save this thing into your inventory, and then that gives you access to any assets I add to this folder. So, because I think that something like that is pretty much necessary for gray boxing. It's like impossible to do otherwise. Giant pixie over there.
It's
All right, I'm going to thank you. Absolutely, Jay. I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back, and then I think we'll probably wrap up the stream for today because I have to head out right away. But I'm going to go to the restroom first, so I'll be back. Uno momento.
Let's now tweak the animation. So this should be that much. Even faster. 0.1, 0.1.9. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't hear him talking, so let me quickly save this. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I should be almost done with this pretty much. Just fine-tuning animations because my tool has Okay. Alright, but yeah, I'm probably gonna be moving into a different world then. It was nice hanging out with you all today. I hope everyone is gonna have a nice rest of your day. Let me just clean up. I'm probably gonna jump to we'll see if it's online. I'm just gonna jump to techno.
Meh.
I was talking and no one could hear me. Oh no, you're muted, or maybe it's me. No, I muted myself. You need to watch it 3 times and take notes. Hey, Wolf Guy, I'm happy to be in here and we'll learn together. Because the cool part is we can always save the stuff we made. So definitely don't feel too burnt out. It'll take time, but it will be worth it. It will be worth it. So just collecting stuff with science, it definitely takes some getting used to. Right, I got my controller. My tower! My tower! Put a jacket out. Looks like it. Oh. Sorry, let me make sure I don't miss your message. I'm coming. Where'd you go? How do you select item in world? Gotcha. So that really is just your dev tool. That is the main one. So once you've got your laser up, so if I wanted to select this, I'm just pointing at it and then thumbstick. So that's the top button for me. I believe someone earlier was saying it's your, if you're on the index, it's like your the shallow smooth button. I don't know what to call that. That one, yeah. Yeah, once you have that selected, not sure. You might be able to reassign that button if it's a little too cumbersome. But once you have to deselect, you just open the radial and you only get the deselect option in your dev tool. So deselect, you just deselect. Oh, I think I deselected for you. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's the general way. Dev tool, open inspector. Now I'm selecting that object and viewing it. Oop. Yeah, it's much more like a index to the little. How did the export go? I went really well. Let me show you. Ooh, that makes me much more effective. Heck yeah, good. It takes a little bit to get used to. Not just a little bit. It takes a lot of it. I'm gonna show started my thing here. So go here. There we go. Yeah, check it out. Look at that. It came out super, super well. It's so easy. The GLTF and GLB files are super, super fast. I don't know how they make them that fast, but the load times are nuts. I mean, it's a pretty small file. It's only 872 triangles, so it's not like we're it's floating. It's a little gap. But yeah, very, very cool. I'm very interested to see what avatar workflows could look like with something like this. Yeah, instead, go back here, and all right, it's just sky. Session. Oh, Pixie's here as well. Okay. Oh, still treasure chest up here now. Did you add this snarl? No, this is skies. Love it. Yeah, that'd be like such a fun little Easter egg for people. You can't quite center it, can you? Yeah, you'd have to pull it out of the hierarchy to do that. Oh, there's two. I'll have to fix pivot. Yeah, I think for the for like an object like that, I think we'll have two hierarchies. We'll have one where all the objects in that hierarchy are snapping, and then another hierarchy for like non-snapping objects. Or I need to be able to just turn off the snapping. Well, no. Nah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. That's very cool. I'm so impressed with Resonate. Feels like just everything I want to do, I can do to some degree or another. A snap enable button. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, this object is non-snapping, but it is nice to be able to contain everything in one sort of object. All right, but I do need to get going. I'm gonna have to call it here. Thank you for hanging out, Sky. Very cool to see your assets in here. I'm looking forward to seeing the baked version, and we'll get that up on Gumroad. I think I'd love to put that on a Gumroad with you. But Pixie, I'll be heading out. I gotta go run to absolutely. And Pixie, thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging out. And we'll catch you. I'll be back. I'll probably stream this weekend actually. I have some stuff to do, but I'll definitely be around a few points this weekend streaming. So feel free to hop in, and we'll try to get more and more people in Resonate while we're working, and do like big work sessions. It'll be fun. We'll make big worlds, and then play D&D in them. Let me know. I will. I'll stream. So that'll be or on Discord or something. Anyway, goodbye everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and exit the world and then close down the stream. But I'll catch you both later. See you in just a little bit. Bye. Bye. That should exit and save homes. It should save that. It should save that. Hopefully it saves it. All right, y'all. I know you heard me. I'm going to reiterate myself, but thank you all for hanging out with me. It's been a great week. We got a lot done, so much done, and so much more to do. I think we're next week we'll probably be starting a commission, but I think we'll at least be able to start making some more interesting locations much faster, and then start playing in them much faster as well. See ya. Thanks for the stream. Absolutely, JW. Enjoy your day. Thank you all for hanging out. Enjoy your weekend. I'll probably be around sometime Saturday or Sunday for another small stream, but definitely back Monday for sure. But see you then. Enjoy your day. Goodbye, everyone. Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye. Bye, everyone.